The sports card market is really hot right now. In fact, the SCI 500 index has outpaced the S&P 500 in gains so far this year. Next, we'll tell you which sports cards are going up the most. Hello, sports card investors, and welcome to another Top 5 Tuesday, and welcome to what is one of the biggest weeks of the year here at Sports Card Investor and Cards HQ. We have a massive announcement dropping tomorrow morning on the Geoff Wilson Show. Tune in for that. It's a big deal announcement for the entire sports card industry. Also tomorrow, Wednesday, is the release of Topps Chrome Baseball, so we're going to be live all day breaking that on Whatnot. And then next week is the National. Guys, we're going to bring you the absolute best coverage of the National with multiple videos a day starting next Tuesday. So tune in for all of that. And if you go to the National, make sure you stop by our Sports Card Investor booth. It is way bigger than ever before. We have a massive Card Kids trade zone as part of our booth. It's something we do for free so that kids at the National have a safe place to trade with each other. So come to the Card Kids trade zone. And then also Cards HQ has two different booths. Cards HQ will be buying and selling cards. So bring your cards to sell to Cards HQ. Okay, guys, we got to talk about cards going up. And of course, today's Top 5 is sponsored by Whatnot. I mentioned, guys, that tomorrow is the release of Topps Chrome Baseball. You're going to want to get onto our Whatnot channels for this because we're going to be live all day long ripping the product. And if you are a first-time customer of Whatnot, scan that QR code on your screen or use the special link in our show description below and you will get $15 in free credit that you can use towards those Topps Chrome breaks or anything else when you sign up for Whatnot. All right, let's start by taking a look at the overall sports card market with the market pulse by market movers over the last 7 days. The SCI 500 index of the 500 most prominent sports cards rose almost another 1%. Over the last 30 days, it's up over 5%. And year to date, the SCI 500 index is up almost 10%. That is outpacing the S&P 500 this year. It is super cool to see. But now let's talk about the cards that are going up and down the most. It is time for today's Top 5. We're starting today with a cold card, as we do every week, because it is a reminder and warning that sometimes the hot cards featured on this show can quickly turn cold, so invest carefully. And our cold card this week is Chase Burns, the starting pitcher for the Cincinnati Reds. Chase Burns has faced some struggles since his initial appearances in the majors. After showing some promise early on, he has posted a 6.75 ERA over his last 5 outings. That is not going to get it done. He's been having command issues and difficulty locating pitches. This has contributed to his uneven performances. Also, he's had a lot of walks as well. Now, the team is continuing to work with Burns on adjustments, and sports card collectors and investors are sure hoping those adjustments work, because those of you who have Chase Burns cards, they're heading in the wrong direction. Let's take a look here in Market Movers. I'll show you what I'm talking about. We're going to look at Chase Burns' 2024 Bowman Draft, his first Bowman auto card. We're going to look at that in PSA 10 condition. We're also going to look at the refractor non-auto from that set in PSA 10 condition. And then we're going to once again look at that auto card in raw condition. We're going to look at his Bowman's best of 2024 autograph refractor in raw, actually in PSA 10 condition. And then finally, the speckle refractor from 2025 Bowman from the new product. We're going to look at this one in raw condition. Unfortunately, you can see on the chart over the last 30 days, all of these heading in the wrong direction. They're down anywhere between about 18% and 71% down. We're talking about some big drops, guys. Some of these are really painful to see. That 2024 Bowman's best of 2024 autographs in PSA 10 condition 30 days ago. Somebody bought that card for $570. It most recently sold for $200. So be careful out there, baseball card investors. But now let's talk about cards going up, and we're starting with our investment card of the week, and this week it is Roger Staubach, and specifically Roger Staubach's 1972 Topps rookie card. Now, Staubach is remembered as one of the most iconic quarterbacks in NFL history, known for his leadership, his poise under pressure, and his success on the biggest stages. He won the Heisman Trophy at Navy back in 1963. Then he actually served 4 years in the U.S. Navy. That's incredible. Before joining the Dallas Cowboys in 1969. But once he joined the Cowboys, he went on to win 2 Super Bowl titles. He made 6 Pro Bowls and finished his career with over 22,000 passing yards, 153 touchdowns. He was, of course, inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and there's some football card investors that want to induct him into the Hall of Fame of sports cards because they're doing pretty well. So let's take a look here in Market Movers at this 1972 Topps Roger Staubach card. Nice looking card there. And as we look over the last 365 days, the last year, this card has gone up significantly in most grades. Not every grade, but in most grades, this card is up quite a bit. In fact, if you look at the PSA 9, for example, this card a year ago was $17,400. It most recently sold for $22,800, although that was several months ago. The PSA 8 has dipped a little bit. It is down 10% from around $2,000 down to $1,800. But the PSA 8, or the PSA 7 rather, that one is up 76%. That one jumped from $460 to $810 on its most recent sale. The PSA 6 down slightly, but the PSA 5 is up 33% as well. So overall, Roger Staubach's card market is actually up quite a bit over the last year. This would be a nice investment card for your portfolio. But now let's talk about players playing today. And in the number 5 spot on today's hot list, it is Bryan Woo, the starting pitcher for the Seattle Mariners. Bryan Woo is reasserting himself as one of the top young pitchers in the American League. The 24-year-old right-hander has gone at least 6 innings in all 18 of his starts this season, and he earned his first All-Star selection. He holds an 8-4 record with a 2.75 ERA and 109 strikeouts, and his command and poise have stood out especially during a near no-hitter at Yankee Stadium on July the 10th. Let's take a look at Woo's cards here in Market Movers, and we're looking at his 2024 Bowman Chrome Rookie Auto. This one in raw condition. We're also going to look at the refractor number to 499 version of that card in raw condition as well. And we're going to look at his 2024 Topps Chrome Rookie Autograph in PSA 10 condition. And then finally, his 2024 Topps Chrome Black Autograph in raw condition. Doesn't really matter which one of these you have. They're all up quite a bit, anywhere between 29% and 137%. Over the last 30 days. From a dollar standpoint, that 2024 Topps Chrome Rookie Autograph in PSA 10, that one's gone up the most. It's jumped from $60 30 days ago to now $100 today. It's been a nice month for Bryan Woo. Now let's turn our attention to football for the number 4 spot today, and it is Jackson Dart, the quarterback of the New York Giants. Jackson Dart is emerging as one of the most intriguing rookie quarterbacks in the NFL. The 21-year-old Giants signal caller has gained attention during his summer workouts and made headlines with a viral video of him launching a pass while riding a jet ski. Now, of course, he is a 3rd-round pick out of Ole Miss, and he's not expected to start this season. Russell Wilson is expected to get the starting job. But Dart is viewed as the long-term option for the Giants, and he could push for playing time if he continues to develop. Let's take a look at Dart's cards in Market Movers. He doesn't have many cards out yet, but we are going to go back to his first Bowman U card from college. This is his 2022 Bowman Chrome University first prospect auto card, and in raw condition, this card's up about 11% over the last 30 days, most recently sold for around $70. We're also going to look at his prospect auto from 2024 Bowman Chrome University. This card's $75. It's up about 20% over the last 30 days. You could have snagged it for $63 about 30 days ago. And then finally, let's look at one of his first NFL cards, actually his very first NFL card. This is his 2024 Select XRC Prism card in raw condition. This one's up a good amount. This one's up almost 21%. Most recently sold for $290. You could have actually picked this card up for as cheap as $191 if you go back just a few weeks ago. So Jackson Dart's cards definitely hot in the market right now. How about another NFL quarterback in the number 3 spot today, and it is Jared Goff, the quarterback for the Detroit Lions. Jared Goff is entering the 2025 season as one of the most important players in the NFL. He's 29 years old and is coming off a career best, throwing for 4,629 yards and 37 touchdowns with Detroit last season, leading them to a 15-2 record. But of course, that came to a disappointing end in the playoffs. This year, Lions fans are hoping that Goff and the team make it a little bit further on, maybe make it to the Super Bowl this year. That, of course, is what everybody is indeed hoping for. And Goff seems to have a lot of momentum going into this offseason. He's adjusting smoothly to a new offensive coordinator, and he is showing sharp decision-making in the pocket. He also, by the way, has been on display in Netflix's quarterback series, which is probably helping him a little bit as well in terms of his publicity. And it's helping his cards. Let's take a look here in Market Movers. This is 2016 Donruss. This is his rated rookie card. We're going to look at that in PSA 10 condition. We're also going to look at his Optic rated rookie card in PSA 10 condition from 2016. How about his Prism Silver in raw condition from 2016? And then finally his 2024 Absolute Kaboom in raw condition. You can see on the chart all of these moving up nicely. These are up anywhere between about 18% and about 124%. His Donruss base from 2016 PSA 10 has shot up from $31 to $50. The Optic in PSA 10 from $55 to $65. His Prism Silver in raw condition has jumped from around $19 up to $42. And his Kaboom in raw condition has jumped from $343 up to $445. This is the time of the year where it happens, guys. Football is starting to heat up right now. We're back to baseball for the number 2 spot today, and it is Junior Caminero, the third baseman for the Tampa Bay Rays. Junior Caminero is emerging as one of the most dangerous power bats in the American League. The 22-year-old third baseman is batting .257 with 25 home runs and 64 RBIs for the Tampa Bay Rays so far this season. And of course, he recently finished as the runner-up in the Home Run Derby, which I was at. That was a ton of fun, by the way. Absolutely go to the Home Run Derby if you ever get a chance, if it ever comes to a city near you. And after that Home Run Derby, he followed that up with a 2-homer, 5 RBI game against the Houston Astros. So all of this has baseball card investors and collectors excited about his potential. And here are some of Caminero's cards in Market Movers. This is his 2023 Bowman Chrome Prospect Auto, the refractor version, numbered to $499. We're going to look at this in PSA 10 condition. It most recently sold for $666. But if you go back 30 days ago, somebody bought the same card for only $425. So that is a nice gain over the course of the last 30 days, up almost 57%. We're seeing that his 2023 Bowman Mega Box Mojo Refractor in PSA 10, this one is up 23% over the course of the last 30 days. His Sapphire edition from 2023 Bowman Sapphire in PSA 10, this one is up almost a little over 38%. Most recently sold for $83. You could have scooped that card for as little as $56 a few weeks ago. His Home Field Advantage card also up quite a bit, up 52% over the last 30 days from 2024 Topps Update. It has definitely been a great month for Junior Caminero. We've reached the big moment. It is time for today's number 1 card, but before I give it to you, let me remind you that all of the charts and graphs from today's show are from Market Movers, and now is the moment that you need Market Movers more than ever before, because next week is the National and prices change a lot during the National. It's the biggest week of the year for the transaction of cards, both at that show, but also online. All of the online marketplaces are busy as well. So grab Market Movers today so you can check the price of any card and see how prices are changing throughout the course of next week. Go to sportscardinvestor.com and click Market Movers in the main menu bar, or go to the App Store on your phone and search for Market Movers to download Market Movers today. Here we are. The number 1 card of the week is Cal Raleigh, the catcher for the Seattle Mariners. Cal Raleigh is having a breakout 2025 season, establishing himself as one of baseball's premier power hitters. He's 28 years old, and he is a switch hitter, which, by the way, incredibly impressive. He actually hit from both sides of the plate during the Home Run Derby, which was super cool to see. Raleigh is leading the majors with 38 home runs. Wow. 83 RBIs. He's hitting .256 with a .371 on-base percentage. And of course, he won the Home Run Derby. He beat the number 2 guy on today's list, Junior Caminero, in that Home Run Derby. Raleigh's power and defensive skills are key to the Seattle Mariners playoff push this year. And of course, he has a great nickname, the Big Dumper. His cards, they're not taking a big dump. They're doing really good things in the sports card market right now. Let's take a look in Market Movers. This is Raleigh's 2019 Bowman Chrome First Prospect Auto Card. We're going to look at this in PSA 10. We're also going to look at that one in raw condition there. We're going to look at his refractor version of that card in PSA 10 condition as well. We're going to look from 2022 Topps Chrome. We're going to look at his Prism refractor in raw condition and his regular refractor in raw condition, because not a lot of those were graded. There weren't that many people grading Cal Raleigh cards before this year, but all of these cards are up a ton. My goodness. His 2019 Bowman Chrome Prospect Auto in PSA 10 condition has jumped over the last 30 days from $1,037 to $1,603. A humongous gain, and even more so, the refractor 30 days ago was $1,000 in PSA 10. Now it is $1,800 in PSA 10, an $800 gain in just 30 days. The raw version of the Prospect Auto regular card, non-refractor, went from $338 to $468. And from 2022 Topps Chrome, his Prism refractor in raw condition has jumped from around $14 up to $29, and his regular refractor has jumped from around $10 up to around $19. What a month for Cal Raleigh's cards. What a month for him in general. And what a month for us, guys. We've got the big announcement tomorrow on the Geoff Wilson Show channel on YouTube. We've got the National next week. We've got Topps Chrome release day tomorrow on Whatnot, on all of the Cards HQ channels and Whatnot. Join Cards HQ breaks tomorrow during the day. We got giveaways, all kinds of fun. It is a massive, massive week. We'll see you at the National, or you can see our coverage of the National. And once again, don't forget to get Market Movers. Go to sportscardinvestor.com, click Market Movers in the main menu bar, or download the Market Movers app from the App Store today. Appreciate you watching, and we'll see you soon. Take care.